Come on now, Peachy. I run ads at the start of every stream, shaking my head at you. Also, hi Peachy, hi Kat. How you both doing? I hope you're both doing well today. I have forgotten my fudging password because, of course, I have out of nowhere for no reason. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't forget my password. I forgot to put in the one-time password because I have two-factor authentication. I sort of forgot that exists. Anyway. Once I complete all these minigames, you'll never have to hear this music ever again. Like, literally never again.
What is up?
What is up? Sorry, I don't know why I found that so funny. Kat, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. You're not okay, Peach. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope things get better for you soon. I hope everything's okay. Don't mind me like chucking everything on my desk and my microphone, picking it all up for no reason. Also, Peach, I'm so sorry. You're gonna get hit with more ads. Hi Harris, how are you? What's up? What's the WTF for? What's going on? How are things? What's up? What's happening? Oh no, Peachy, I'm sorry. Good luck. Good luck to you. Hello everybody, wee, how are you all doing? Hope you're doing fantastically today. Kat, Peachy, Harris, how are things? Everyone else who may or may not be lurking, thank you for being here. I hope we're all doing well. And Peachy, I hope that things work out for you, because that sucks, but I believe in you. And you know what? The sooner you get out of that trashy place, the better, you know? So I hope it all works out. And you know what? I'm gonna prove that everything will work out by getting a super amazing reward in the Jumbo Cats pot. Game, please. This is for Peachy, okay? This isn't even for me. You better. If you don't give me anything, then I'll feel really bad about what I just said to Peachy. So like, please, give me something good. So anyway, I don't get the luck because the luck's going straight to you, Peachy. See, I made the sacrifice, so I got the bad luck, so you can get a better result in the end. It was all a trick. I tricked the game into doing it. Anyway, I hope things go well. Yeah, the mini cacpot though, you're so right. You're so right. The mini cacpot is gonna win big for you. You can't be in casinos, you just notice where you lose all your money. I mean, everyone loses all their money there. That's not unique to you. They're horrible places. Don't ever go there. Gamble responsibly, by which I mean don't gamble at all, etc, etc, etc. Do what I say, not what I do. Hey, Leap of Faith is on the way. Oh, hi, Peachy. There. I didn't know you were here, Peachy. That's crazy. I understand now what you mean by being at the mini cacpot. Anyway, I'm doing this, and then I'm doing Leap of Faith, and then we'll do the actual game. You got that addictive blood? It's not great. Fudging. I'm getting really bad luck today. Oh my god. Holy shoot! Somehow, I didn't even get 300 freaking point. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We don't need this. We don't need this because all our luck's going to Peachy today. Make me play with the controller. Mystic, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I still have not set up my Final Fantasy controller. So I will not be doing that. I will not be doing that. Anyway, Peachy, we're doing Leap of Faith. You better join me. You missed cassettes. You did. Oh my god, that was so. Okay, no, you know what? It wasn't sad. You weren't here for it, Harris. But it was actually not sad to me at all. They drew out his death for such an incredibly long time, and they removed all sense of tension when they had him chilling and sitting there for like 5 minutes, not dying. Then he got shot, and he still didn't die. And essentially what I'm saying is that his death wasn't sad because they fudging didn't make it a good one. Oh yeah, I ranted on that for like a solid like 5 minutes, which delayed his death even further. Nope. What happened? Well, no, but even still, it was way too. It took way too long. You know, it was bad. Woo! Jeez. When you can't lose aura points, so you just don't die for it. Those are words. What the you and your Gen... What generation are you, Cat? Gen Z? Z? I was gonna say Gen Z, and I was like, no, it's Gen Z. Fudging Gen Z over here with your aura points, which I kind of understand, but what the fudge is Huz? Husband? What the fudge is a Huz? Probably just husband. Yeah, I'm not fudging 12. I know you're not 12. For clarity, it's a joke. Please don't be mad. Ha! Why not just say that then? I droned on too much. I got to the point of come on, hang out. I mean, like, again, part of it was probably my fault, but it still took so long for him to die. Like, dude, just say your goodbyes and then, like, die very, like, drastically, like, suddenly and surprisingly, not, like, in 2 hours. You got yeeted? Oh, rip. Well, it's okay, Peachy. I'll be waiting at the exit for you because I'm just too good. Shoot, I'm not gonna make this jump. Okay, never mind. I'm just a pro at parkour in this game. And now that I've said that, I'm gonna fail on the last fudging jump here. Okay, we good. I just need to not fall. Okay, we good. Haha, expert. Anyway, it's a new word. It's absolutely a new word. I've never heard of it in my life. Okay, let's see if we can't see Peachy, guys. Where is she? You guys think she's all the way near the beginning? First one to spot Peachy gets like a congratulations message from me. He's built big, so I'm gonna fight this is... Wait, what? He's built big, so he's like, I'm gonna fight this merely flesh... Okay, yeah, sure, but like, that made his death all the more dumb and stupid. Because it took 5 hours, you know? I literally... See, this is the thing I don't understand, Harris. There's already a word for this. It's the same number of syllables, and actually, it's shorter to type. And everyone knows what it means. So, like, why are we elongating words that already exist? And I know I said it's, like, longer to type even though it's the same amount of letters, but, like... Who types with the Z? No one types with the Z. Is that Peachy? Did Peachy just... Hold on. Wait, is Peachy still... Peachy hasn't moved. I've been looking for Peachy. Peachy hasn't even moved. No, cat, not like the Huz. That's not a thing.
Back by unpopular demand, me!
Hi, Kai, how are you? What do you mean I'm sounding like you with TLDR? I didn't even once say TLDR, but oh, no, never mind. It's because you're angry at people who use TLDR, I'm angry at, okay, yeah. No, Peachy logged back in, but I had to disconnect because of internet or whatever, but yeah, see, they're moving now. They're moving. They're moving. That's a hi, Kai. Aura points is like how people on the outside see you. If you lose aura points, it's like fumbling the bag. So, sorry. What I'm hearing is, K-Tham, hi, how are things? Hope you're doing well. What I'm fudging hearing is that your generation invented the word Riz to explain like the level of like charisma and how people like see you as like a social like thing. And then you were like, nah, we're done with charisma. Charisma was so yesterday. We're saying aura points now. Like, what is going on? It's the same thing. Anyway. Hi, K-Tham, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I found Peachy. There she is. She's on her way. The two laziest like Kuzma English left the chat so long ago, and it makes me so upset. Like, is this what it feels like to be an old person being all like, oh, kids these days, and like yelling at the cloud and being like, back in my day, is this what that's like? You just see the younger generations be absolute fools and you're just like, oh my god, I'm an old person now. I no longer respect the younger generations. This is what it's like. That's what this is. Also, Kai, congrats for being third. I didn't say that beforehand because I'm stupid. I'm a Zoomer too. Do you not understand this comment? No, fudging, Kat and I are like 10 years apart. Peachy! Can we have an F in chat for Peachy falling all the way? Can we have an F in chat for Peachy? There was a profiling song you heard ago and there was a funny line heard in the subject of reducing words. Riz is still a word, but like negative Riz. Negative aura, but no one knows you have negative Riz. Like you're nonchalant, you can still have decent aura. No, that's so dumb. I'm sorry. That is dumb. That's the dumbest thing. You literally so hear me out. You literally described aura as how people on the outside see you. If you lose aura points, you're fumbling the bag. You're basically describing someone's charisma, their ability to be seen positively by others. That's charisma, which is Riz. They're the same. They're the same. The Riz goes into the square hole. The line was, and we can't spell neighbor, so we call it the hood. What? Okay, no, you've lost me. You're talking about the profiling song, but I have no idea what you're talking about, so I can't comment, essentially. This also has to do with the Huz. Sorry, what? Sorry, I thought the Huz was just another way of saying, like, how does, no, that... was the song you heard a while ago. The opening line was "She done domesticated the dog." I'm sorry. Hold on, Akai, I'll help you out. I'll help you out real quick. I'll help you out, okay? Huz is Huz is this. So I hope that that clarifies that for you. Yeah, come on, guys, keep up with Cat, who's making literally no sense, just like the rest of his generation. Like, come on, get with it. Get with the program. You're so Riz is more attractive like a relationship, right? No, K-Fam, I'm so sorry to break it to you, but Riz is not just relationship-wise. Riz is literally, it means the same thing as charisma. It's the same thing as charisma, it's just charisma shortened. It's the same thing. That's not a new invention. It's just shortened, right? So, that's so Sigma Ohio Gyat. Get the fudge out of here, I never want to see you again. No, please, Akai, come back though, for real. Come back, it's okay. I have negative aura and negative risk. Yeah, see, according to Cat, I have negative aura and negative risk. Except problem is, Cat's still fudging here. Cat still watches my streams, and last I checked, so do the other 8 of you right now. So, like, if I have negative risen aura, then you guys can shut the fudge up, because I want to hear it. And Peachy has officially given up on getting the golden cacti. Just kidding, Peachy's gonna go for it. I just wanted to guarantee. Wait, Peachy, you have a minute. I'd just like to inform you to hurry the fudge up right now. Because we're here for chat. No. See, you're all wrong. If you were truly here for the chat, you guys would be talking in the Discord. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. Peachy, I saw you slip. Skibbity to a fudging skibbity toilet. The only PLC who here actually knows what that means? No, not a fudging clue. Not an absolute. Peachy. You know, it's okay, Peachy, because you got the goal. It's okay, Peachy, you got the goal. You know, you got the goal. Did you actually end up getting the golden cacti though? Did you get it? Did you get the golden one, or did you miss it? Per chat with back and only forget. No, so valid though. You did. Peachy got the golden one, and Peachy also grabbed the gold post. So actually, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. So Peachy gets a full reward. You don't actually have to like end and finish here. As long as you touch this and get the golden, you're good. But what do you mean I dissolve the party? Get the fudge out of no fudging. Oh no, Peachy's back. We're good. We're fine. It still counts because you touched gold. Exactly. Kasetsu's dead, guys. Let's win some fake casino points that have no use in the real world. Let's go. Or something, so I've heard. I'm just gonna really quickly turn this quest in, and then we'll go back to main story. Really? You don't even look at the screen? Yeah, I know. Cat doesn't look at the screen. Cat is here for the vibes, the wonderful community, and for me, because I have Riz. Like, I understand most of you guys aren't here for the games, normally. Obviously, a lot of you are here for Final Fantasy XIV, and that's why I actually am playing it weekly, because a lot of you love this game. But I'm gonna be honest, I know that, like, the rest of the other games I play, like, barely fudging matter to you guys. Like, sometimes you'll, like, see a game, and you're like, oh my god, I love this game, and you'll be, like, really here for it. But outside of that, you're just like, yeah, he's playing whatever. And you know what? Respect. How'd you handle the stone golem in the level 65 dungeon? Isn't that the one where you just have to, like, do the puzzle thing? You just have to, like, dance around its AoEs? You don't even have to attack it? Is it that one? Is it that one? Your cat doesn't even like my voice, it wakes him up. It wakes him up because he wants to listen to it because he loves it so much and he doesn't want to miss out. A dead rat has more riz than me. Well, K-Fam, you know what? You know what, K-Fam? How about you focus on your own fudging personal growth rather than attacking someone else for theirs? Not that I'm saying you need personal growth, I wouldn't have a fudging clue. My point's just leave me alone! Why can't we all just like focus on ourselves and how to improve ourselves and like be better people as individuals rather than attacking everyone else for their flaws when you don't even focus on your own flaws? Because that's what happens. And society sucks because of it, and I'm sick of society. Fudge society, I didn't sign up for this. Anyway, Anyway. Negative is negative. Fudging, whatever the fudge, negative, fudge, negative. Yeah, I don't care. Peachy, what did you just clip? Oh no, what did... There are so many things that were clippable that just happened. I have no idea what this is. Is it me attacking K-Thram? No, that's a fudging 20 second. Thank you for the clip, Peachy. I will look at that later. Give me a round of applause. You don't need to give me a round of applause. I already have a lot of them. Got him. Except I got myself. You're welcome. Chat's here for you, unless you have Minecraft playing. What do you mean chat's here for you? Even when you're not here, chat is here. Give it. Why? Okay, why are you guys attacking me? What have I done today? It says well shoot, posted by Peachy, the thumbnail says it all. It's Peachy falling. Oh, it's Peachy's falling. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take it. It means that it's not me. I didn't screw up. I forgot about Thancred's new design. Anyway, I don't know what I did to get attacked by all of you. Like, what? Genuinely? What did I do? New, he says. It's new as of Stormblood. Is it not? And am I not still in Stormblood? The rest of the game does not exist because I'm not there yet. I ignore what I cannot see. Heavensward? Okay, yeah, but Thancred, like, wasn't around in Heavensward either. He fudged off and something disappeared. Didn't know where he was. Missing in action. Something. I'm fudging there. Whatever. Good enough. He basically wasn't there. In broad strokes from Admiral Bluefisvin, what's happened? Kryl and Squid. Oh, that's right. Kryl got kidnapped. I forgot. I forgot about our girl Kryl. If she dies, it'll be more devastating than Gisetsu. There, I said it. I said it. I'm bothering Kitten and you have a math final. Kat, are you doing the thing where you haven't done the work that's due and it's like 2 a.m. and you haven't done the work that's due and then you're going to get to the part and you're going to be like, oh my god, my teacher needs to sign off and approve on the thing that I should have done earlier because I didn't do it last time. Are we there? Sorry, I'm attacking you when I literally said we shouldn't be attacking each other for our flaws because we need to focus on yourself and I should take that to heart. I need to focus on myself. I need to stop outwardly projecting against other people when they attack me first. I need to like just sit here calmly and be like, yeah, you can choose to attack me, but I'm better than that. Water if a duck's back and sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Which, by the way, is a fudging nonsense saying. Words can absolutely hurt. They can be so harsh and mean, and you really shouldn't say mean things to people. 5 a.m. and no, you actually have to go into school and take a final. Oh, go to fudge to sleep, Cat. Wait, no, you have to be up in like 3 hours then. Cat, have you slept at all? Cat. I don't need to tell you what you have not done and what you should do, because you already know, and I'm not going to make a difference at all in what I say. So, good luck on your final, you degenerate. How's Abduction was the most non-showcased. I know, and that was really sad too. Like, I understand the whole point is that you weren't there, so it's kind of realistic to just be told, oh, she's been captured. But also, this is a video game. Like, actually show us what happened. Didn't even get a nap. Oh, Cat, no. You should get ready for work. You get someone want to come give me emotional support. Ichi, best of luck for work. Cat, best of luck for your final, your exam, your whatever the fudge you want to call it. Don't die. Like, either of you, please come out of this on the other side. Stronger for it. Come out better. Come out a better version of who you were. Improve yourself. Something, something, etc., etc. Well, yeah, that's my point. Like, they didn't tell us anything about it, and that makes me upsetty spaghetti. Carlin Squadron of Resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos, Kryl was taken. Don't be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others. Did you not? Tell us about the attack. Oh, are they actually going to tell us? Or, sorry, are they going to show us or are they just going to tell us? I feel like they're going to do more telling. Oh my god. Another hydrate? I just hydrated. Hi, Zash. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. fudging Zora's domain every single time you send the hydrate in. I just know it's you, even though it has your name too, but like I know. How are things? There was a skulls and a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fight, I caught a glimpse of the leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walk... Sorry, what the fudge is a walker? And is this the first time I'm hearing of it? I'm not as strong on the echoes meanly as half the time it's enough to knock me... Is that Vex riding that? You mean the evokes memories of Zora's domain? That was them, yes. That was... Vex did write that. Correct. So are walkers people who also have like an echoed sense ability but like super weak? Because this is the first I'm hearing of it. So you walk and you're gonna say you have no knowledge of that. Huh? Isn't Zora's domain a... Wait, is that not... I thought that was meant to be a fudging Legend of Zelda thing. No? When your friends asked me to figure out where an image was taken, you suddenly got motivation. Nice? I'm a little confused. It's okay. I'm a little confused. So you're walking $4 memories. What did you see? You just mean you specifically don't apply to the memories. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. A woman promised the world education, training, citizenship, and all that and more if she but sold her soul. I traded to her people and pretended to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Cryo Baldesian alive. Never mind. I'm so... Harris, this happens all the time, and I apologize every time for it, because I just... Sometimes I just don't get it. And I... Brain off... Work done, think no more. You get it? You feel me? See, it's funny. It's a reference to when chat drowned me with hydrates, but there was nothing about when I was drowned with hydrates that had anything to do with Zora's domain. Right? Like, I wasn't playing Breath of the Wild when that happened, right? Like we weren't in Zora's domain. Like, that wasn't when that happened, was it? Oh, the Disciple of the Hand job. Right, yes. That one. It's funny. I feel like it's a rite of passage for every single streamer that has a hydrate reward to learn at some point that limitations need to be placed on it. It's a rite of passage for everyone. Everyone does it. Kind of like, do you guess the stuff friends sending an image you try to figure out what's taken? Oh, that's cool. I love that. Also, hi Redsky, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I was in Zora's domain? Suddenly all your messages make sense. I thought you were just saying like hydrate yourself like Zora's domain does because that's full of water, like as a haha water type relationship thingy. No, I was actually there. Chat, we were there. Did I even finish Breath of the Wild on stream? It would not surprise me if I hadn't. Because like, let's be honest, when have I ever finished an RPG on stream? Like ever. Okay, I finished a few Dragon Ages, and I finished the Mass Effects, and I finished the KOTOR game. So, on a fudging second, I've finished more RPGs on stream. I can't make that claim. You don't want to drink Ocarina of Time's water? Why not? Why not? You don't finish anything? That's not true. There's a whole list of games I have in fact finished, free for public access. Somewhere. There is a list. It does exist. That's a visual spoiler joke. I've never heard the phrase visual spoiler before. I know what you mean. The water looks yucky. But what a fudging term. Visual spoiler. I didn't even know what to make of it. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Krell or current whereabouts. I know I'm speaking really quickly, but there are subtitles, so deal with it. Their orders would bring back Krell alive. We can save her if we move quickly enough. The orders, I mean, they were, but she's dead. She's so dead. Time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines to see what information I can never come with my own. you ever get to Ocarina of Time, you feel like it'd be funny if you look at it and process it yourself. No. And I appreciate that because I will eventually get to Ocarina of Time. I can't make that promise. It's on the list of games I want to play. I want to play Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time because they're classics and I've never played them before. So I want to. Hi, Lay. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I hope things are going well for you. I saw your Discord message. I hope you're doing okay. In the meantime, it's up to you and your allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions. Keep them distracted. I'll find her. Stretch. You're pretty tired. So fair, Lay. You just relax and do your chill, relaxing thing. Also, the fact that you used a posture check, Mystic, at the same time as a big stretch, I feel like was an absolute scam because the big stretch causes me to check my posture. So, thanks for the points, sucker. But also, thank you for the points. Commander Kemp is on his way to catch him as we speak for a meeting with General Alden. If you hurry, you can find him on the road and discuss the situation before. Saying visual spoiler just means there's nothing more than visual check. People ask about nothing. No. I do get what you mean. I do get what you mean, Harris. It's just kind of funny. I think Mimily and I are going to see Conrad like he suggested your way here. Because obviously, if you just said spoiler, you don't want to drink the water, I'd be like, what's in the water? That's a spoiler. But you just mean like it just looks yucky, you know? Trying to reset and chill on 14. So fair. I need to play more 14. And if actually, I'm playing 14 with some friends tonight, the friends that haven't played before, and we're doing the whole story with them. So like the minute, like I'm ending stream like 9 on the dot or as close to it as possible because I'm going straight from this character to my other character. No, so fair, like you relax, you save your breath and... Oh, this is my White Mage quest? That's so... I was like, what's Sylphie doing with the side quest? It's my White Mage quest. That's so funny. Because he has to play... Because I should! And you know what I proceed to do? Not that! Because I have too many games to play. You know what I just saw earlier today as well? So, okay, so those of you who would have seen my Discord messages, before starting streaming, the reason I was like 2 minutes late, I was watching Turbo Benzo play Life is Strange 1 for the first time. She's never played it before. And she got up to a very important story plot involving Kate, and I will say no more because spoilers for those of you who haven't played. And I wanted to be there to watch that because that's like a big moment, right? So, anyway, so I saw that and I was like, man, I should probably check what the new Life is Strange games are because I'm like 2 games behind and they're on sale. So now I'm just like, maybe I add more games to my list to play because I haven't played True Colors and I haven't played Double Exposure and I've still not played Before the Storm. So and the games are on sale. So I'm like, do I get more games to add to the list? I probably shouldn't, but I will. Sort of going through some grindy achievements. Ooh, I hope you enjoyed that. Lays down in Sag of no Zelda or Yakuza. Look, Harris. So I realized this a very long time ago. And to be very fair and honest with you all, it's the reason I don't finish games a lot of the time and I jump from one thing to the next. I've realized that if I'm not actually enjoying the game I'm like currently playing, if it's not something I am motivated to play or in the mood for, I just have a really bad time. Well, no, I don't have a bad time, but like, I feel like it definitely shows while I'm playing and streaming the game. And that's not fun for me, it's not fun for the people watching, and also if I don't have that motivation, sometimes I won't even want to start streaming. So the best thing I can do for my mental health and for everyone else's enjoyment and even my own enjoyment on stream is to play the games I want to play, and if that just means that I drop a game one day because I don't like it anymore, or even just I'm not feeling it. I still liked the Yakuza games, don't get me wrong. I loved it. But like, there was just a day where I just sort of didn't want to play it anymore, or I just wanted to play something else, and I just go on that journey. And it sucks for people who want to see me finish things, it sucks for me because I want to finish things. But it's just better. Does that make sense? So yeah. Will I get back to them at some point? Probably, maybe. It might be a while, but I have no reason not to. It's just about when I will get that motivation to do it again. Mainly grindy crafted gatherer from AR. Yeah, no, Retsky made a massive... oh, poor Retsky. Retsky made a massive spreadsheet for crafting every single material and resource and object in Realm Reborn. Like a massive fudging thing, manually made it himself. And then like 2 days later, I was like, hey, Resky, have you seen this site? I sent him a link to a site that literally tracks all of that for him. What's the site, you ask? I can't fudging remember it. But it was like, I did a quick Google search and I was like, oh, I found this. He was so mad. He was so mad, and I don't blame him too. It's funny too, because he also went looking for one and couldn't find one. And to be clear, the website that I did find didn't make it very clear that that's what it was for. Like, it had a range of like different crafting, tracking, like type stuff. But it wasn't very clear from just opening the webpage that it could do the thing Retsky wanted to do. It absolutely can, and it does it very well. It wasn't clear. So when I opened it up, I was like, huh, this isn't what I want. But let's see what it can do anyway, because I might be interested in doing it. Oh, shoot, it is what I want. Oh, it's what Retsky wants. Like, that was the realization I had. There it is. Yeah, that's it. That's the one, Retsky. Thank you. I was literally, yeah, that's it. That's the one. Year's research in the tombstone gear can't be obtained until after the final boss of Stormblood? What tombstone gear? It was the Korn website. I don't even know what you're talking about. Korn website? I assume you mean website, not Sebsite. Don't bonk. I should have a... Well, I was going to say I should have a bonk command, and then I was like, people so rarely need bonking in my chat. It's mostly like 2 people. Retsky? And whoever the fudge Retsky is talking to on a given day. It's mostly Retsky. No, I'm not saying you need to bonk someone. I'm saying sometimes you need to get bonked. But I was like, actually, no, you probably don't. Not for like anything like... I probably would bonk you for other things. I don't know. Whoa, hey, Retsky, buddy. None of that. There it is. There's the bonk. Everyone bonk Retsky for that one. No, I do get that, Harris, but I don't get what that has anything to do with the Final Fantasy crafting website. That's why I'm confused with what Peachy's saying. You at least come home with 700,000 gil? That's not bad. That's not bad. Not all your stuff sold. Oh, were you selling like a lot of stuff on the market board and stuff? Stuff. Your character likes to sleep. Don't we all? It's nice of you to worry. I've been perfectly safe. I asked the soldiers at the war if I could accompany them on their patrols. More than a few times, a sinister thing, but blah, scouts. Check out in the area. Can you come with me? Yes. How's it gathering? Yeah. I really, like, I had this idea. So, okay. A lot of you guys don't actually know this. But I've never played RuneScape before. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this, okay? I'm going somewhere with this. I never played RuneScape growing up, and there's a whole story there that I'm not going to go into, but my point is, recently, like in the last 2 years or so, the YouTube algorithm just started recommending me RuneScape challenge videos. And if any of you guys, like, have seen some RuneScape challenge videos, you probably know about Settled. He did the Tile Man challenge, which is the first one I watched. And the Tile Man challenge was a lot of fun, but then he also did a Nightmare mode thing, which is like basically like an Iron Man hardcore challenge where he only had 1 hit point, and if he took any damage in the entire run, he would die. And he did an entire series, and he did 900 plus hours of gameplay without dying, like without taking a single point of damage. And the series ended like 3 weeks ago, and I watched his last video yesterday, and it was fudging phenomenal, and it was like so bittersweet, and it just, anyway, very emotional. But my point was, it gave me an idea. I was just like, what if I just like started a new Final Fantasy account and just did an Iron Man like playthrough type thing where I just like literally craft everything myself and level up myself. I don't even use a vendor. Like I just make everything on my own. And then I was like, that's too much effort. I probably won't ever do that. Especially because, and the thing that got me was I was like, I'm gonna have to do so much crafting and gathering. And that's when I was like, you know, maybe not. That's just how you play 14. Well, I think the rules are like you can't even, well, I mean, maybe you can buy from vendors, but like, I think the main thing is like most of the stuff that would make an Iron Man different is because of the dungeons probably don't work the same. So you probably wouldn't have to use dungeon gear if you want to do a true Iron Man or whatever. And obviously I've been using a bunch of dungeon gear and loot. You only buy from vendors, you can't get it elsewhere. Then you've probably just been doing mostly that. But have you also just been using like quest rewards and dungeon loot? It probably still counts as Iron Man technically, but also like, I don't know. My point was, I thought about doing it and I thought that could be fun. But when the fudge am I going to do another play, like make another character? So, of course, people undercut. Yeah, people undercut so much. It's kind of why I prefer the way World of Warcraft Auction House works in some aspects, because the way the World of Warcraft Auction House works is you put your item for sale in the auction house, and instead of it having like a list of like predetermined objects, like if you want to buy like one of item X in Final Fantasy and people are only selling like 13 in the stack, you have to buy the whole stack. In World of Warcraft, it doesn't matter. They just shove everything into a pile of like that same cost, and they basically just like, if you want to buy this item, you can buy as many of the item as you want, and it's a first come first serve basis. So if someone just put something on the auction house like 3 seconds ago, then their stuff gets sold before anyone else's who's been in there for 2 weeks. So it's like first in, first out. So I quite like how they do it that way, because there's no need to undercut. You put something on the market board, you're gonna sell it before someone who put it on there a week ago for the same price. It's a good system. I like that. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, though, thank you so much for the vacuum suit identification key. You only want one of this item, not exactly. And that's why it's the one thing I prefer in World of Warcraft over this. Or actually, you know what? World of Warcraft also does a really good class fantasy. I love the class fantasy in World of Warcraft a lot more. I mean, the classes are still a lot of fun in this, but like, the paladin doesn't really feel like a paladin of like light and shining yellow, bright, like, you know, the class fantasy in WoW is just so much more there for me, if that makes sense. And also I kind of like the visual design of WoW too, but that's just a weird me thing. I understand that. What is this new mount I got though? Oh, is this from the Cosmic Exploration? Mystic. Oh my god, I love this. Thank you so much. No, I'm not saying that, Harris. What I'm saying is that the abilities on the paladin like tree or whatever, they don't have like blinding like yellow light coming down from like rays of beams from like the heavens from God and stuff. It doesn't, like, that's what I mean. It doesn't have the same class fantasy to me. I still like the classes. I love the classes in this game. I'm just saying the class fantasy in WoW, like, I feel like better myself, you know? I'm sure it gets better. It's just not there yet for me. Whereas with WoW, you start playing it, it's there like immediately right from the get-go. Even if you have like 2 abilities, you feel that class fantasy, right? Having said that, Final Fantasy does like basically everything else so much better anyway, so... but oh my god, thank you so much for this mount. No, I do. I'm a paladin main. I used to be a warlock main, and oh my god, warlock is still so much fun. But I have literally swapped class, and I've seen the light. No, I've seen the light. I also haven't played WoW in like a solid 1.5 years, and I kind of want to get back to it. Shut up, no. Oh, my inventory is a mess? It's fine. Welcome home, Lisa Meemly. I'm sure you've heard about Kra by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. We'll definitely save her somehow. Palpatine's return. Sorry, wrong game. Do you even have a magic spell yet for Paladin? Nah. Probably not. Don't think so. My Paladin's only level 60. No doubt you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, and that's good news for Kra. I had something on my mouth. Tongue. Whatever. Like to think so about me. How's everything? Oh, enough about me. How's everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us. Arenveld's been a godsend. Him and Monago have all the other young bloods have achieved so much in a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamigan Brigade. Words. Has the paladin only has the cure spell? I don't even think I have the cure spell, if I'm being honest. See, here's the thing. On this character, I'm not trying to level up every single class. I do want to do that on my North American character, which is why it's taking me so long to get any progress. Because I'm stuck with, like, I'm leveling up Monk, Ninja, and Archer, and it's taking me fudging years to do. So I'm still in post ARR because I want to. Yeah. Did I say Archer? Did I say Archer? Maybe it's because I'm still stuck on Archer. Anyway. Together with the refugees returning from Moldau and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. They've come a long way. We still have far to go, but we'll fight for every element. Sooner or later, we'll get to our amigo. Is actually, chat, for those of you who know things about Final Fantasy, is there a faster way to level my goddamn DPS classes than, like, queuing up for dungeons for 10 minutes? Like, is there a good, quick XP grind? Because I am sick of it. What can help us having a blue mage go around with the boss? Okay, so here's the thing, right? I could absolutely just get carried by someone else to help me with things. I totally could. That's not fun. NPC dungeons? Yeah, but see, the problem is NPC dungeons take long to just go through. See, here's the problem with NPC dungeons, right? And leaves give you no experience. They're not worth it. No, the problem with NPC dungeons is it takes half an hour to go through a dungeon with an NPC team because they take forever to clear literally anything. Whereas I could be waiting for 15 minutes of boredom, clear a dungeon in like 5 to 10, and I still end up ahead of the NPC run. But I don't want to just sit there for 15 minutes doing nothing, you know? So I'm just like, I'm in between a rock and a hard place. I can be doing something always, but it's slow and tedious and boring, or I can be doing nothing and then get like quick action and quick experience. Once per class. So it just takes too long. And I'm back here in like the level 30 range with all my class, like with the 3 classes I still have to level up. Like that's a lot of NPC dungeons to run. And I don't want to run them all, you know? And then some of those dungeons aren't even like, can't even be done with NPCs, so I have to queue up for them. Meaning that I either queue up anyway, or I do the earlier dungeon, which takes me even longer to level. Would you rather 5 extra minutes or wait 20 minutes to get in? But I can wait for 20 minutes, get in and do a dungeon in 5 minutes, and that's 25 minutes to get the dungeon experience, or I can wait, or I can do an NPC dungeon for half an hour, and then it's half hour to get an experience, so I still save 5 minutes on waiting. No, once I'm past level 50, I feel like everything's gonna get so much simpler because leveling up by 10 levels is much quicker than leveling up by like 50 levels, right? Like that's that's why I'm gonna be very happy once I get to 50 because it's so much quicker. If you're on an OCE server, NPC is faster. I am in NA, so I do have quick queue time or quicker queue times. Yes. I see what you mean. I see what you mean now. You're saying NPC would have been faster if you're on OCE, but because you're on NA, it's faster to do queues or something. I don't know. Probably. You will not go back to OCE. You know, I'm kind of a little upset I made this character on OCE. Not gonna lie. Yes, it's good and it's better for like actually the stream itself because I don't have lag and I can do things on stream, and then I've got my own like little community and everything, and it's all like very OCE centric, and I've got my whole like preferred world bonus experience. I've got like a lot of cool things, but I feel like outside of you guys, outside of my community here, the OCE Final Fantasy community is so lacking. With one exception, the goddamn Lalafell group is so good. Those guys are so friendly and so nice. And they're only on this server in OCE, or the OCE servers. You hope I'm not running level 50 dungeon? No, not the level 50 ones, the ones afterwards. The like level 51, 54, 57, like those ones. The level 50 give you no experience, I know that. The potatoes, like the literally, what's it called? Hold on, let me look what the name of the Discord said. The Association of the Small. They literally do a weekly Lala walk. You go to fudging Limsa Laminza at Wednesday night, and the whole gang of Lalafells just walk from one end of Eorzea to the other. They just walk. And it's so, like, it's like, it's nothing big, but like the fact that they do a community walk from like, or maybe they don't start in Limsa, I don't know, but they start somewhere, and they do a weekly walk, and then they do like their other like raids, and they do other dungeons and stuff. Like they do, like the community is so nice, and there's so many of them. There's so many of them. Those freaking Lalafels. And like I love it, and it's fun, but it's not worth being on OCE 4 because you miss out on literally everything else because the population of the server is just like minimal. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's my sister telling me I'm too loud. It's 7:30, but I'm too loud.
I'm tired. I had a busy
It's
week.
7:30.
I have 3 assignments.
Good luck. She gave me the finger, chat. You didn't see it. She gave me the finger. She has assignments due, and I was like, good luck, and she just, wow. You can smell butter counts of that walk. But they're not, though. They're all, like, actual people. Give everyone back? No, I'm too nice to do that. I can't. I don't think I've ever given anyone the finger, ever. It's technically not risky, but to be honest, it's probably the reason I haven't done it. Because of the association. I am such a strange individual. This is the place. I mean, look, Harris, buddy, pal. All I'm saying is you haven't seen it. It's more than just everyone going in a straight line, just like right-click follow. I don't know exactly what they do every time, but there's definitely like some weird culty thing going on, you know? But like culty in its unique and all like customized, and people are doing like actual things rather than just bots walking in a line. Oh yeah, that's I don't even know what's happening with that. I don't even know what's happening with that. They pick Lalafels because they're harder to click on. But I don't, and they're harder to see like through clipping through the ground, but like I don't get it. Do you feel that? The source must be nearby. Ah. And your shorts, same child as what? I don't even remember this. I don't remember this quest line at all. I did this like a year and a half, 2 years ago or something. Are they underground in the first place? Because they're bots and they hack. It's really that simple. They're hacking bots. PP daily frontlines? True. That's actually a really good point. I could probably get into a daily frontline in NA servers. That's totally probably very viable. At least for the first time experience boost on the class. Or a job. I don't know if it will be like particularly great every other queue, but the first one. With the 7 characters able to play complete songs in perfect unison and have full gameplay progression, bots to grind guild, and people can program bots to walk. I'm not saying they can't program it, Harris. I'm not saying they can't program that. I'm saying that based on what I've actually seen them do in these walks, those aren't bots. Those are players doing weird player things, like talking and interacting and like using emotes in response to each other's action. Like, that's not just bots walking. I can tell the difference between a bot and a player. Like, you spend 70 hours a week grinding gear and 6 of the 40, it would... Harris, the community, it's a community event. They all in the Discord get together. They say, hey, everyone, meet us here. We're doing this thing now. Everyone jumps on board in voice chat, in the text chat, and it's a community event. I'm part of this community. I see it happen. They're not just some random bots getting together and doing a thing because the bots are doing it. Like it's planned every week. You spend 70 hours a week grinding gear and so you can have an edge over casual. Yep, that's PvP. I don't know what's going on here, but her aura is blinding. We have to follow her. Coding is planned to... Harris, just no. Just no. Just no. Just no. Look, I feel like a lot of PvP players in this game are probably just very chill. Gear-based PvP does suck. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I've never been a fan of it, and it's even worse if it's open world PvP, like how the old World of Warcraft servers used to be, right? However, my counter argument is that when you sign up for a PvP lobby, you're either one of two people: a casual who just wants to have a little bit of fun and or get like a challenge or a quest done or like some experience boost for like your daily whatever, like very chill, very casual, you don't care if you win or lose, or you are going in to win and you expect to go up against other people who are going in to win. And at that point, well, then yeah, that's sort of the point, right? It sucks for people who want to participate in PvP without having to grind and get this perfect gear set and stuff just to be able to compete, because those like middle group of people who aren't diehards but still want to engage in it miss out because I don't have an option to do so. But for the chill people who just want to jump into like a PvP game or two just for a little bit of fun, they don't care if they win or lose, they just want to do like a different thing or whatever, that's perfectly fine. And for the people who are like really sweaty going in for their top gear so they can really be participating in the best PvP, top of the line matchups, they're going in wanting that anyway, right? So you've got, it's just the middle group of people who don't get it. 14 PvP is static stats. Yeah, 14 PvP, I know that most of them, I didn't know all of them were like that. I know that most of them were like the stats were like static and it wasn't based on gear at all. But I didn't know if that was for everything. I know World of Warcraft is gear based. And I know that a lot of other games are gear based as well, like Destiny. And that sucks for Destiny too, because the thing about Destiny, right? The thing about Destiny is it's a first-person shooter where everyone has super fudging low times to kill. So you'd expect that the gear won't matter. And yet it still fudging does, you know? All the jobs are segmented. Yeah, some jobs are different, obviously. That's how that's going to work. All the jobs will play differently. But good to know that all of the different Final Fantasy PvP are all, like, stat squished. Which is good to know. I only thought that, like, some of them were, but some of them were very much, like, open gear. But yeah, no. Destiny 2 annoys me because it is very much like, time to kill is so incredibly low, therefore gear shouldn't matter. But actually, that just means gear matters the most. Because it's low time to kill if you have good gear, but if you have bad gear, you're not getting a time to kill. You're getting a time to die, which is like half a second. Like, stay away from me. Mama, where are you? Where are you? You're literally Mystic. I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill these things, and they were dead. And I was like, well, guess I'm not doing anything then. I heard an eagle in that game. And the eagle sounded like the exact same eagle sound effect that Assassin's Creed uses, which makes me think they just use a stock eagle sound. Which is crazy wild to me. Having said that, those eagles are probably very endangered, so it doesn't surprise me that they used a stock eagle sound for that. No, that's the thing, it's not even an eagle. I know it's not an eagle. That's the next part I was going to get to. The other thing is, as Retsky says, that eagle sound isn't a fudging eagle. It is a hawk, because eagles are too endangered to have a sound like that, to get like, I don't fudging know the reason why. I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that the eagles are endangered. No? Okay, well then I'm wrong. But no, it's a hawk. Oh yeah, that's right, you're right. It is just, eagles just don't sound cool. I forgot, they just don't sound cool. You're so right. Back to work. Good luck, Akai. I hope it goes well for you. I just love the fact that the classic American bald eagle sound is not even a bald eagle at all. Like, that's so funny to me. Anyway. Nope, forgot what I was thinking. They did a look at it once they open their mouth. Hey, you leave them birds alone, okay? Now, I'm not fudging defender of American eagles. I'm just a defender of birds. All birds are equal, but some are just more eagle than others. That is probably the proudest I've ever been of a pun. That is the, you can unfollow all you want. I can lose all of my followers right now, and I would be content. You guys just can't handle it. Yeah, you wouldn't, Nakai. Please don't, though. That would make me upset. Since everyone's like, K-Tham lost the position, Harris has it now. Anyway, this kid's not meant to talk to strangers. Mama says they'll lock me away and lock me in a cage. Is that what she says? Well, I'm a stranger and this is another stranger. You know our names now, so we're not strangers anymore. Watch two people actually leave? No, you're making it up. You're making it up. You have 5 years because you doubled down on your unfollowing joke. When? No. When? No. When? No. Congrats, Mystic, on now being last. Harris, you are no longer last. Unfortunate, truly. They're in our names, why don't you tell us yours and we won't be strangers. Oh my god, I was joking. She actually pulled the you know my name, not my story card. She did consider unfollowing. Look, I don't blame you for that. But I'd be upset, you know? I mean, Redsky, if you unfollow, you have to lose your mod status. That's how it goes. Actually, now that I've said that, you would just unfollow. 2 months after you first followed. That's so upsetting. My name is Gaddy. You don't feel icky like the badge. I am a duck! He actually did it, chat. He actually did it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bye, Kai. Have fun at work. Thank you for being here. Go do it? Nah. I lied. I just wanted to see if you'd do it. I lied. You are calling my bluff. Okay, fine. You know what? You want to call my bluff? You want to call my bluff? Done. The pun was so bad the bot was thinking of unfollowing. No, the bot's fine. But actually, serious talk, Gretzky, if Kai, if you ban Redsky, I unmod you. I can't believe you've done this. Wow. Redsky just like... Look, I expected Redsky asking to be unmodded. That's not a surprise to me. I did not expect Redsky asking to be banned. Like, why? You know, that's crazy. Compromise timing out. Oh, I time out Redsky all the time. See, look, I'll do it again. See, look. I'll time him out all the time. After that pun, we need some time apart. Well, Redsky, you've got some time apart now. You had 1 second apart. Although I should actually probably warn everyone here. I do have my stream set up so that if you're banned, you can't watch my stream anymore. So if Akai was to ban you, you wouldn't even be able to watch the stream. I'd have to unban you for you to get that. So just so you're aware, if you ever want to be jokingly banned for a bit, you will just lose access to the stream. Why? Because I ban people who I don't want to have anything to do with me, so they can get the fudge out of here and not see my stream. Because why? Okay, real talk, real quick while the ads are still running. The fact that Twitch never used to actually stop people from watching your stream when they were banned, does not make sense to me. Like, you're over here giving streamers the power to ban people, to keep them out of your community because they are either horrible people, they are jerks, they are racist or discriminatory and sexist, and like all sorts of other things, like all that sort of stuff, or they're just like actually like really fudging creepy. And like, you got a whole bunch of people on Twitch being creepy fudging stalkers and like stuff, like they're everywhere. And you're telling me the ban button that you can do doesn't stop them actually continuing to watch your stream? Why did that take until like last year to implement, Twitch? Like, actually why? That is such a huge safety and privacy concern. I'm glad we have it now, but like, my god, it took so long. Yeah, welcome back, Harris. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, Retsky, did you want to be remodded? Because I can remod you if you want. But obviously, if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine as well, and I will not force you either way. But I'm giving you that option because you did get unmodded, you know? Also, Retsky, also, you still have a video greeting to set up? You need the protection from Serons. Okay, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you. Unfortunately, Serons isn't even around anymore because, like, I streamed way too late for her, which is so sad. I still talk to her, but, like, she just can't make streams. It's devastating. But yeah, Retsky, you do have a video greeting redemption to set up, which has been sitting there for officially a month now. Okay, cool. As long as you know. I just have it sitting here in my, like, request queue because I'm like, it says you redeemed it last month. Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask me why you're awake. Hey, Zash, buddy, pal, friend. Why are you awake? Fudge. I just had my ad break too and I'm almost out of water. How do you cash in for the audio clip? So obviously you do the redemption and then you send me a message on Discord or whatever with what you want to have as your audio clip. I will check it to make sure it's not like copyright infringing or going to be any like problem for any other like reason on stream. And then if I'm happy with it, I will implement it myself. And if I'm not happy with it, I will ask you if you can pretty please with a cherry on top, pick something else. I have veto powers for everything. For instance, I did not let Retsky have a fart sound effect because I don't like that kind of humor. What's it called again? I don't know. Because I'm sad. I was literally like, I don't want a fart sound effect on my stream. Like, and some days I'm like, why? Why? Why don't I allow? It's so stupid and harmless. But I'm also like, it's also not the vibe I go with. But I'm like, it's so stupid and harmless and silly. Are you sure you spelled that wrong? Yeah. It's veto. But yes, Retsky likes to do a thing where he will ask the community what to make his sound effect, or in this case, a video greeting. So it's completely up to everyone in the community to pick something that Retsky will roll with. I don't know why he does this. He seems to be very happy with everyone else choosing his thing for him, and he loves it. So if you have suggestions for Retsky's sound, go ham. You need a clip of someone throwing a cheese slice at the cat. Those can be pretty funny. Leveled one of your classes almost solely on... What's WT? Wonder Trails? So, see, some of them like just sort of sit there and they go, "Ugh," and they freak out. I like those ones. I haven't seen any others actually. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't think I've seen any others off the top of my head. I don't have any friends. We live in the forest, just Mama and me. Like the one that backs up and falls off the bed. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. A conjurer. No, don't touch me. There's a surge again. It's more powerful. Gaddy, we have to leave. Gaddy is gone. Gaddy doesn't like conjurers. Wondrous Tales, that's it. I knew it was the Chloe stuff, but I couldn't remember what it was called. XP base. Yeah, see, here's my problem, right? Mystic, here's my problem. I'm still in post-Realm Reborn. You need to be in... is it post-Heavensward for that? If I'm in post-Heavensward, XP is not really an issue. Or rather, grinding the XP for the classes isn't an issue. Like, I understand the alternative is I could just really, like, quickly get post-Heavensward, like, immediately and then start leveling, but I want to be on par for each expansion, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's post-Heavensward. One more person eats a handful of cream into a dog's face that just doesn't react. Dogs are silly. Dogs are so silly. She learned the trick from a Moogle. That's how she disappeared. Moogles are certainly good at disappearing, but I've never heard of them teaching the secret of it to anyone else. Surge of power is gone as well. I don't think it's a coincidence it faded as soon as she left. Whenever she panics, I feel her aura expand, and I think the Void Sense sensed it too, and I'd wager 3 afternoons of listening to Hero Nolanel's lectures. The presence of those fiends is what upsetting your notice. And level 50 guild hests. I don't want to do guild hests. The quest is 60 available as soon as you enter Idleshire around 58. Yeah, so you need to be 60. No, they... I was like, I don't think guild hests are good for XP at all. At all. I feel like leave quests and guild hests are a remnant of the original, like, 2.0 release. I legitimately feel like that's all they're around for, right? Even company seals. You know how I get company seals? You know what's really good for company seals? Just fudging playing the game and doing your dungeons. All of these I need to turn in for seals. I'm always maxed out on fudging seals. And again, I never spend the seals, so maybe that's part of the reason as well. Hey, Mystic, I teleported away without realizing you were dead. So, that's what happens when you... Wait, oh, fudge, did I... Wait, where am I meant to go for... Oh, in the Black Shroud? Oh, no, fudge that. It's mainly daily and anywhere over 50 is useless. I feel like doing... No, but like, when you do a guild hest, the only reason you get like even slightly okay experience is because of the fudging first time adventure buff. But you get like nothing because it's a fudging guild hest. Like nothing. Anything leaves are good for crafters and gatherers. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, look at this. You do a fudging guild hest and you get like 3,000 experience. It's gonna get you nowhere. You do leveling and it's 13,000. I wish it told me how much. And like even for seals, look at the difference. It's like 500 seals compared to literally like fudging 3,500. Anyway. Hi, Pippin. Nope, sorry, Storm Officer Man, sir. You've spoken with Thancred. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. I don't think I need ring. I do need rings. Okay. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Genuinely have no... Oh my god. My inventory is a mess. I wish there was an auto sort function, so I didn't have to keep telling it to sort. That would be really nice. If it can't be shown because it's scale space, won't you end up running? Oh, really? Oh, I guess that makes sense, because if you do like a leveling and it kicks you in like somewhere in like the 1,000 Lords of Totorak, you probably won't get as much experience as you do if you got like, you know, Violet Tides or something, right? But even then, I feel like that's some nonsense, because if I'm at level 70 and I do the random like daily leveling roulette, I should get experience that scales with my level regardless of what dungeon I do. Because I'm doing the leveling roulette and I'm helping other people get through their dungeons. I should not get experience based on that dungeon. I should get experience based on my level. That's my personal opinion. Is that wrong? Probably. Probably that's so very wrong it's not funny. But like, I feel like that'd be a much better balanced system, right? Also, it doesn't even show me how much experience I get for running, like... I guess if you just run a dungeon, you don't get any, like, bonus experience rewards, you just get whatever the dungeon XP is, but it should tell me. You are, it's complex. I'm sure it is complex, but I feel like my idea is the best, so shut up. Fates are the best with levels. The problem is... Fates, I have to run around an entire map and hope I get good fates that are good for my current class. And like level, sorry. And God forbid I try to like do a fate that's like not suited for the class I'm playing. I don't know. I don't know. Dungeon and character. I know, but like I hate it. There you are, and there is Commander Kemp. See, I know you are eager to speak of your next move, but we would first hear more of your last. Tell us your deeds in Doma. We literally free to everyone. All of them. They're all free now. Gesetsu died, by the way, but I don't think you cared for him at all. You didn't. Yeah, I don't even know if you know him. Fixed amount based on your level and also scales based on expected XP from final bosses aside. So after defeating Doma or Sastasha, you'd still get 7 million. Right, so my point is, you can do Doma or you can do Sastasha, you get the same amount of XP.
Scion allies.
Because it's based on your character level.
Their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first.
Which is what I was saying it should be. I'm confused.
As we understand it was.
Why are you saying I was wrong then, if that's exactly what I was saying how it should work? Like, do you... What?
Very well. Allow me.
No.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Tired age over blowing you? No. I'm just trying to process what Harris is saying. The roulette's XP is adjusted, reducing based on the dungeon base XP from just running it. Okay, yes. I'm boring you guys, well, sorry. But you understand what I'm saying though, Harris, is I've never said that the system worked like simply and that it was just a simple fixed reward that like is calculated with a raw number or whatever. I'm saying that it gives us the same value based on our character level. So therefore it should be able to calculate how much experience I will get, and it should just show me the first time reward. Obviously it doesn't know what dungeon it's going to get, but it knows that I'm a level 70, and so it knows that it will give me approximately 7 million experience, for example. So why doesn't it just say, hey, you will get approximately 7 million experience from the dungeon that you're about to run? It doesn't need to know what dungeon I land in, because as you said, the dungeon doesn't matter because it just scales to give you the same experience regardless, based on your character level. It adjusts the XP, reducing the experience you get from the dungeon itself. That's fine. The roulette XP reward specifically can't be defined. But you're saying it, you're literally saying it is defined. You're saying that I'd get 7 million. The difference from how much comes from the dungeon and how much comes from my character level regardless is like irrelevant at that point. Because I still get 7 million. Like, do you see why I'm confused? Like, I do get what you mean. But I'm also like, it doesn't need to calculate it. It can just estimate it. The roulette specifically, including on the dungeons providing XP, is different. Yeah, but I was talking about the roulette. That's what I meant, though. I was just going through, looking through the thing and realizing, oh, it doesn't give me the exact dungeon XP for each particular dungeon. Like, that was an afterthought. That wasn't the point. Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice. Yeah. No, I don't think we sacrificed anything in this fight. I mean, we lost Gesetsu, but, like, that wasn't a sacrifice. I'm sorry, I'm mean. I'm mean to Gesetsu. He was a cool character. I did like him.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
I thought that said flooding the wrong castle, and I was like, no. Anything like 40-50% after level 50? Oh, you mean 40-50% of a level?
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
I'm confused. Are you saying it's an extra 40-50?
Every Imperial unit in
I
occupied
don't know what you
territory
mean.
will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
I don't know
have a
why I love that
chance,
emote.
Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance
No,
seems best
okay,
for
let
all
me
concerned,
rephrase Harris.
not least poor Mistress Kryl.
40 to 50% of what? Like what is 40 50%? What, like, and then leveling is maybe 80%. 40 50% of what? 80% of what? Like what is 80%? What is 40 to 50%? XP, yeah, okay. 40 50% XP, but like what does that mean? Does that mean the first time I do a dungeon I get like 100% of XP, but if I do it again I get 40 to 50% of its XP? Or are you saying it gives me 40 to 50% XP of like my level up? Or are you saying I get a 40 to 50% XP bonus from like doing a roulette? Like, what is the context? What does that mean? Of your bar, thank you. That was what I was asking. I was so confused. You hate the fist pound emote because after a while it's like the only emote your character ever does. Yeah, no, that is something I've realized quite recently actually. I'm doing it all the time. Like I feel like every stream I will do this like 3 times at least. It's ridiculous. Like, hi, there's a whole fudging like 50 emotes that I've unlocked so far.
The campaign for Alamigan
I
Liberation
understand
begins
they're
now.
not all relevant in this particular context because some of them are sad emotes and some of them are like celebration emotes. But like, surely more than one applies. Or do what you do in other situations. Use an emote I don't have unlocked. Because that's still a thing you can do. And I've seen it happen before. I've done emotes for things I don't actually have an emote unlocked for. Like, Final Fantasy, you have choices. You're supposedly one of the best MMOs on the market. Some people call you the best. You can do more than one emote. I believe in you.
Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks.
It's in a hand. I mean, the handout one makes sense because you're often grabbing things, but there's context to that. Like, you're doing something.
I named
This just comes out of nowhere half the time. Like, you didn't even have to do any emote at all. You could have still stood there and it would have been fine.
To guide our ancestors to these lands.
I don't know.
So too shall it see us home.
Also, he looks blind. I know he's not, but he looks it. Also, I thought I had like a Discord message, and I'm looking through, and I'm like, I actually don't. And I shouldn't be reading fudging Discord right now, but whatever. Fine. The attune version of handout, like when you're reaching for a button or something? Do you mean like when you're attuning to an Aether Crystal for the first time? The success of the operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castellum Valadina, the main host cannot advance. Dennis knows this, which is why he has ordered Fedora and her men to seize the bridge's defense. To fight the skulls again. Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike, but we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. They will soon find that we're ill-prepared to the counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. Bum, 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 bum. I'm not reading their... Like, I'm reading their plans, I'm not saying them out loud. What if we do if the Imperials smell a rat? Cry. Probably. That's what I'd do. You mean to trick them into believing the bridge has fallen? How do you trick them into believing a bridge has fallen when they can see the bridge not fallen? We convince them Valadina's lost, hit them harder down reinforcements, and watch them go running. The tune and fist pound are annoyingly overused, and they get angry and step forward with one leg emote. I don't even remember what you're talking about. Maybe I haven't seen that one as much. Or maybe just because Lalafells are so small I don't even notice. She's doing the thing! Oh, that one? You mean that one that Lise just did? Arcee accompany Commander Kemp. Alizé and I will remain with the Flame General. They're backward looking shocked. I love that emote. I'm so sad I don't get it when I'm not a Lalafell, or at least it's not the same, rather. Obviously I still have it. We'll return to Ralgar's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they complete, we'll join you in the field. At least they cycle the shots. It's true. There's a and then there's a oh my god, I did it again! Headache for the Echo's overused. I disagree. Maybe it's because I haven't seen it enough times. But I feel like that one, like, I'm okay with. Houdini! Sorry. It's, I just, like, I went back in time like 10 years. I don't know what happened there. I was overcome by an overwhelming force. Or something. Oh, I still have 8 of these I need to use. Oopsies. They're not transferable, are they? Market prohibited. Okay. Do you remember Praetorian to the Great Idea? No, I've done it like maybe 4 times. Total. But don't worry, I'll be doing it again at some point soon with my other friends. Which, speaking of, I hope none of them are here right now because they will get spoiled. The next thing we're about to do is I think we're going to fight... Which is the first one? Is Ifrit or Titan the first one? They've just been kidnapped. So after stream, we're doing that fight immediately. Like, that's where we're at the moment. Which is still pretty early on. I don't remember, that's what I mean. I can't remember who's first. Ifrit, then Titan the Grid. Okay, then it'll be Ifrit. We're about to do Ifrit. Or Ifrit, or whatever. No, I do remember that, Harris, but I don't remember, like, the entire scene in detail. You know what I mean? Flag firing above Meladina is a blood... Oh, not is a bloody massive. Okay. I was like, what do you mean is a bloody massive? That makes no sense. No, I'm just a fool that can't read. It'll take a dozen minutes to change it in far too long, but there's no need for that, right, Minago? Not as long as I have my Griffin and Satchel of Glamour prisms. Are you going to magic it to look different? In charge of runners, no link pearls. Lisa, why no link pearls? Do they mean they have no link pearls or they don't want to use link pearls? Because they're two very different meanings. I want you looking on the squadron to make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? I mean... I now hate it too. Congrats. I was all like, haha, I love this emote, and now I don't. Forces of the depart. Meanwhile, stay with me a moment if you would. Okay, Conrad. Who is Conrad again? Like, when did we first meet him? What's the context behind his existence? Few men are likely looking on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell it weighs in their hearts. Best for say when look, one's an officer, another's an older fellow, and the last is a young lad from Little Amigo. Okie dokie. Okay, so he is just someone I've met here and he leads the resistance here. Okay. I couldn't remember if he was someone that like I know from like ARR or like something like that, but look at that tank. Tank in a tank! Tank in a tank! Sir? I know you, Lieutenant Melee. I'm a lieutenant? Sorry, I'm a lieutenant? An honor to meet you. I was living hand to mouth in Uldar, but decided to listen to flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join the fight of my homeland's liberation. Okay, he seems very happy and totally mentally sane. Not a concern at all. You know, I hate that I have a new fudging mount, and I've been using the goddamn favorites mouse thing for ages, and it's not summoned it. Now look at my Grand Company rank. It's actually a solid point. How the fudge do I find that again? I've completely freaking forgotten how to even check my Grand Company rank. I check it so infrequently. Profile. Do you know how... Maybe that's it. Maybe that's actually why. I say, if it isn't the last who helped me find the ward I misplaced. There I go again, treating you as an equal. I'm sorry, is there a problem with being treated as an equal? wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was the only hero of the Aussie had taken the time out of their busy day to help me. I will fight every ounce of my strength. Okay, right, it's a thing of respect. I understand. See, it's funny, like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird for like... Wait, hold on. I didn't know I had this. That's cool. Yeah, no, Harris, I noticed it completely independently of you sending me that. That's so funny. I don't think I can get on this, can I? Probably have to be on the bridge and drop down, and I probably can't do it because it's not the right time of day. I hate doing these sightseeing things. They're stupid. Doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life at Little Amigo, you did. Wilred and the rest of us had got out into our heads if we had enough crystals we could summon Ralgar. Oh, fudge, that's alright. I'm just psychic. That's actually what it is. I'm psychic. You're welcome. Yeah, I figured. No, I know I can't fly here, so I'm like, it has to be like some sort of like climb up there, come down, drop down. And I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna find out, oh, you have to do it between the hours of like Gobbledygook and Zippity Zop. And actually, unfortunately, it's currently Lanky Danky, so like you can't do it. You know, like, that's only a Realm Reborn? Wait, so I could do it anytime then? Don't mind if I fudging do. I'm doing it right fudging this second. It may not be lookout. Yeah, it'll be another emote or something. But that's okay. Oh, gee, what the fudge? Okay, hold on a sec. This is gonna be like... I'm assuming I have to... Okay, and mount is too quick. It's probably just a simple sprint. Nailed it. Nailed it. Fudge, yes. I'm a fudging god, chat. The other thing that bugs me about the Realm Reborn lookout spots is you have to do all the base Realm Reborn, like the 3 like Grand Company zone ones first before you unlock all the extra zones. So I'm often running around in all these extra zones being like, oh, there's a lookout here, let me do that. And then I find out that either A, it's the wrong time, or B, I'm in the right time. I've done the right thing with the right weather, but I haven't unlocked all the other Realm Reborn areas, so I just can't do it. And I hate that. You've had a word with the men I mentioned then. As I'm sure you've noticed, another thing in common aside from tragedy, you've touched each of their lives in one way or another. That's not the reason I want to speak with them. Oh, and the fudging other one. There was this really annoying parkour one that was like in like some mines with some fudge. I don't even remember what it is. It's like that the zone with all the bombs flying around, and the mine looking areas with like one of the society tribal quest thingies are. And then all those monkeys, or whatever the fudging kobold guys are, this is a vague memory. I don't think it was in Outer Lenosia. I think it was like one of the in-betweeny areas. But there was a stupid parkour challenge, and I did it for I spent 15 minutes on that. I finally got it. I was so proud of myself, and then I did the thing, and nothing worked. And then I double-checked my wiki pages I was looking at. Because I was there at the right time, in the right weather condition, doing the right emote, but I hadn't unlocked all the other freaking sightseeing places. And it made it was extra bad too, because I was in there under-leveled. I can't remember why I was there under-leveled. I was doing like something else or some other quest, and I was passing by the area and I saw it, and I was like, fudge it, I'm only like 10 levels under. I can like sneak through everyone. I couldn't. I fudging couldn't. But then I did it in the end anyway, despite everything. And it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Anyway. A man who's lived in Garibania his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled to Alamigo in search of a new life. He swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born in foreign soil, who never knew his parents' homeland, that nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the resistance. And grown larger have grown more diverse, and while there's good in that, there's the potential for strife and discord. Discord? Discord in my video game? The product placement is insane. Anyway. It'd take a special sort to lead Alamigo. Leader of the Resistance don't have enough titles already. No, good thing they've got you. He's gonna be like, no, I mean Lise, or I mean someone else. To be frank, I don't always know what to say to the ones who left, and not to mention youths. The Resistance needs a new leader with a wider view, someone who's not lived their whole life in Garibania, who's known death and hardship but not been ground down by them. It's gonna be Lise. You may have guessed I've been thinking of asking Lise. Man, don't tell me we've said goodbye to fudging Tataru, and now we're gonna say goodbye to Lise, who literally just became my favorite fudging character. And now you're telling me I'm gonna lose her as well? I trust I need to say this conversation is between you and me. Lise, he wants to hire you or something, probably. Okay, where we headed? That is... Wait, where the fudge... Where am I currently, right now? Genuinely, I'm so confused with where I am. Where is my little character marker? Me trying to work out where the fudge I'm going. Where am I? How do I check my current location? Rargar's Reach. Okay. The fringes. That's why I was so goddamn confused. Have you been exiled for abandoning your people? Wait, what? No, I knew I was in Rargar's Reach, I just couldn't figure out where the fudge I was on the map. That's why. Because it doesn't make it very clear there at all. Now it does. I don't like this mount. I want to use the one I got. Use gift. Vroom. You thought my minimap was set to wrong? What do you mean? Southeast. Actually, this is probably like here, right? Non-static. Oh, well, I wouldn't call that wrong. Rotating minimap is a perfectly valid way to... That may be true. However, I somehow ended up closer. So, who's really in the wrong? I can't even go that way anyway, though, so... Look, I don't often get my easts and wests confused. And that's because I don't get my lefts and rights confused. So I'm genuinely usually pretty good. And then sometimes I just have a moment of, I'm going west now. I'm going west. This looks like it's a fudging hunt. It's not. You thought I said west? I did say west just then, correct. I was like, I'm going west now. I do love this mount so much. I bet you think... Yeah, by like a solid 2 minutes. What is your delay? What is your delay, Harris? I kid. This looks like a solo quest. Sorry, buddy. I'll be Unable. Why am I unable to kick from party? Oh, because I was in the menu. Okay. Level 69. Oh shoot. Hold on. Oh, this is level 6. Okay, this is level sync. Okay. Yeah, the gloves are signifier. I've learned that because of playing with my friends. Because obviously when I was playing through this game for the first time, I didn't realize that these quests were all solo only.
It's begun then.
So I started playing with my friends and I was kicked out every single time and I was like, the signifier is solo. Oh my god, chat, it's a red-tailed hawk.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad.
Okay.
Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Calm down.
I'll keep a lookout.
You're making her nervous. We've come
Oh, my
this
lips
far,
so dry.
haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Ah, yes, the rest of the raid. Notoriously easy to do.
Right.
Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Monago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
Why does such an... Like, what is the purpose, you know?
I won't let you down, sir.
Oh, she will. She's
Come
dying.
then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
She's gonna make it to the top and she's gonna get killed. I'm calling it. Oh, whoops, it wasn't Emily? What? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even notice. No, I know what you mean, but like, I didn't even notice. Breaking limits is only a true warrior of light would do. Quickly now, we've got to reach Valadina before General Aldin and his men are overwhelmed. Scouts ahead. If they see us, they'll warn the others. Okay, then we don't get seen. Not if we kill them first. Okay, then we'll get seen. Oh, we've so been seen. So what we do is we start casting folk.
Here it comes!
Yeah, what comes? No, I'm gonna be honest. I think I screwed myself by choosing to level healer and tank during the story quests. Because it's so much easier to level by dungeons for the non-DPS classes. So it would have been better, and like to get lobbies and stuff, so it would have been better to level the story with a DPS and get the experience that way. I fudged up. Have I watched the Stormblood trailer? Yes, I have. I have. Let's seize this bridge and be done with it. Love the token fuss behind nothing can't handle. Bet. Bet. Wouldn't be able to see it earlier. Oh, later. Well, I don't think I have watched it all. I swear I have memories of watching part of it. Whatever. The way I see it, right, is that trailers are revealed to literally everyone before they actually play the game. So it can't have any spoilers. Having said that, this one did have a big spoiler because we fucking see what Liz fucking need to. So there is that. I'm gonna run around and freaking. Explosions drown me out. I basically was just saying, like, normally with trailers, like, they're released before a game, but like expansion has actually launched, so they can't really spoil much, right? But good to know the sound effects are really loud, though. I'll need to turn them down. Oh, Stormblood's dead because you see Lise before you even meet her. Oh, it's this girl. Oh, she's for Dola. Think you're clever with all your little tricks? Think again. None of you are leaving here alive. Bet. Bet. Excuse me, momentarily. What the fudge is settings? System configuration. Sound effects. There we go. It's probably still a little loud, but at least I hope I can still be heard. Oh no, what will I do about these guys? Oh, they're not actually attackable? I guess I'll do nothing. Gunblade. At the point when you should watch it, you've not. At the point everyone has seen it first, you wouldn't even know who it is. Yeah, true. Heavenswood was. I forgot about that entirely. No, I think there was a reason why I didn't watch the trailers beforehand, and why I typically don't like watching trailers is because things like that can happen. That's why I generally don't really watch them like early. Oh shoot.
Meet my new friend!
The voice line out of nowhere freaking me out. I thought it was an alert. No, it was just straight up the character.
I'll cut you to pieces!
It sounded like she said, I'll court you to pieces, not cut you to pieces. Which is slightly concerning. I don't want to be courted. Do I not have like any other mana regenerating spells? Because like my mana is so low right now. Like I have the one single mana regen. Okay, she's dead, I win. She's kind of cute. Wait, what? A size? I'll have a look after this.
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this!
Careful there, Lise. You might get what you asked for. Death. Pretty the
Look!
button.
The flag!
I should have it on my bar. I think I have all my moves on my bar, but I'll have to check. I even have like buttons on my bar I haven't unlocked yet. Because I've like gone ahead for White Mage and dragged some things on. God, she looked... That pan and zoom in made me so dizzy I thought she was gonna fall. Hi Aurelia, how are you? Hope you're doing well today. Welcome in.
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo!
Yeah!
I love how everyone they're fighting just happens to be dead at the exact time when the victory horn was sounded, which had nothing to do with... Okay, never mind. They're actually just running.
Stand your ground! It's not over yet! Damn it!
Stand your ground, it's not over yet, says the person who runs away like a coward. Because of course.
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Oh no, Lise doesn't want to stop. Also, we came here to save fudging Kryl, right? We didn't come here for right? Where's Kryl elsewhere? Thank you, Mystic. Working on it, right. I thought Kryl was here. Ralban just fudging one-handing them all. Ralban over here using a two-handed weapon with their one hand. Perfect. Oh, this is when the horn was sounded.
Philadina is fallen? Impossible.
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy!
Oh, of course, because they were being very merciful before this.
We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
I will say that's such a smart plan that they had. Make them think that the place had fallen. Do a giant flag. Trick them. Well, see, that's the thing, right? Like, this is what I was talking about beforehand, like, last time I streamed this, which was...
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Right, there are 2 points, right? The first point was when they flooded the castle back in... What's its face? I was like, you don't, like... The first thing is they're willing to sacrifice a lot of like Garlean lives, but again, when there's so many like civilians who've been conscripted by the Garleans and like so many people who don't want to be in that fight, like they're just assuming that everyone who's in that castle who's going to die are people who are actually loyal to Gallia, the Garlean Empire, right? And then secondly, when they were talking about like when the messenger just got murdered for just being a messenger, I was like, how many people would actually just continue to fight for the Garleans at that point? Because you all know you do one small slip up or something that's not even your fault, like deliver a message and you get killed. So many of the people in the Garlean Empire, in the army, aren't even loyal. They've just been like fudging indoctrinated, or they're slaves or like whatever. Like they've been forced into it because otherwise they've been threatened or they'll be killed. They have no loyalty, so why is everyone still sticking with them knowing they're going to be executed for delivering a bad message? Shouldn't the entire empire have just like fallen to pieces from people just wanting to run away or not be involved or like fighting back? Like, it surprises me how they still exist because of the exact thing you've said. We don't even know how many are native born to Doma or Girbanya, or how many of them are just like part of like other places that have, you know, like, if you want to say pretty upfront showing how many natives look for magic users, Garleans are completely incapable of any magic. I did not know that. There are a lot of Garlean
We have the
mages.
stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
Well, now you are gonna die, because she's gonna kill you for the insubordination.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us.
School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
True. Wait. I'm gonna be honest. My Roman Empire is not the Roman Empire, and I actually have no idea how it functioned or why it was successful or how it worked. I know they took a lot of countries, like they were massive, right? They swept through the entire freaking what's the word for all of Europe? No, it is continent. No, continent is a landmass, right? No, fudge, maybe. Oh my god, I'm fudging being stupid, chat. I'm being stupid. But my point is, I've never actually looked into, like, how they were successful, like, what happened, or the politics. Like, I've never looked into it. It is continent. So what is a massive landmass then? Because I swore a landmass was a continent, right? God. It's a Friday night. It's a Friday night. Continuous expansions of land. Europe, Asia, Africa, no. Yeah, okay, yeah, but I thought, like, Europe and Asia is on the same continent, is it not? Because it's the one landmass. See, this is what's confusing me. She's not a Garlean, she's a Highlander. Yeah, because the Garleans are the ones who have the thing in the... I know they have different tectonic lines, but I thought the definition of a continent was that it is currently today continuous, right? That's why I'm confused. You goofed? Well, no, see, but this is... Maybe not. Like... Man, I don't know. I'm literally... This is the dumbest I've ever been right now. I feel so vulnerable. Because I think you're right, Aurelia. Like, the tectonic lines or whatever are different. So... Like, Europe is a continent and Asia is a continent. I'm just confusing myself by being like, they're the same landmass, though. So I'm just... Now I'm like, what the fudge is the difference? And I'm being silly. It's too late for this. She's Alamiga who joined the Guardians. See, this is the interesting thing, right? She is certainly acting like an Alamigan who joined the Guardians. But what I'd love to know... Oh, you're saying you give this about $4? Okay, right. Oh, because you said I missed your message about how powerful. Yeah, because she's not Garlean. Yes. But no, what I would love to know more about characters like her is she is very clearly not Garlean. She is Alamigan, which means she was at a very young age, supposedly, because I assume she's older than the Garlean occupation of Alamigo, but I might be wrong. Someone please correct me if I am wrong. But I would love to know her backstory and how she went from being someone at a young age, again, supposedly, who was invaded by the Gallians, had her entire home and potentially family and friends all murdered, and now she's the fudging most loyal person. Should not answer. Then do not answer. If I'm going to find this out, because I was literally about to complain about how, like, I'd love to know more about this character and how that happened and why she's so loyal, and it's a shame they haven't told us that, because I feel like that'd be such an intriguing, like, fantastic insight to see. And now you're telling me I'll see it? Zip your fudging lips, chat. Be going for it. I love that. I should have expected as much anyway. Final Fantasy is generally pretty good with this sort of thing. Or at least 14 is, I've discovered. I don't know about the other Final Fantasies because I've never really played them.
I suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it?
Stormblood is peak.
And that has to be worth something.
Me trying to remember who the fudge Thornton is. Not a clue. But see, here's the thing. Stormblood as a whole, I've not really been enjoying. I mean, it has its moments, definitely. Oh, the Pope. So here's my problem. I feel like there was so much potential to explore the religion as, like, the religious leaders as, like, actual victims, and to really go into, like, and to be clear, I think they did quite a good job with setting up a very well loved and believed religion as being the villains, and then having the entire, like, Ishgardian society, like, turned on its heels because everything they've been taught was a lie, and actually dragons aren't bad at all, and, like, all that sort of stuff. I think they did a fantastic job. And I really love the, like, religious / political, like, thin line they drew, right? And I think they walked that line very well, given how offensive some people might have found the story about the religious people being villains could have been, if that makes any fudging sense. However, God, the Pope Thornton himself, they didn't tell. We got nothing. We got nothing, and that made me sad. Stormblood's highlights are 2 people. In your case, 3. Not many people likely. Why? They already did it in Final Fantasy X. That excuse is not. I have no idea what that means because I've also not played 10 or seen any of 10. But why do people not like Lise? I mean, look. Okay, to be fair, the way she has been written for most of this expansion has been, save my people, I want to save my people, I want to free my people, and I'll free other people because freeing people is good, and it's been very one-dimensional. It's been very one-dimensional, right? And I get that, and I can understand it. I can understand that. However, the story they did with her being, I've already forgotten her fudging original, what her sister's name was. I've already forgotten. This is going to be really bad when I play with my friends later today and they don't know who Lise is and I have to like remember what her fudging name is. Ida. Thank you. The fact that they did her whole like character thing of her pretending to be Ida because she took on the personality and identity of her sister because she felt her sister was more worthy than she was and she wanted to not have her own identity because A, she couldn't accept that her sister was dead, and B, she wanted to continue her sister's legacy because she thought it was more valuable than her own. I think that was wonderful. And it's that moment, it's that reveal and that whole situation which is what made me like Lise. I couldn't have cared a single fudging thing about Ida to begin with, and I didn't. Ida was one of my least favorite characters for a very long time. I did not like her. I felt like she was never explored, there was nothing to her, and I didn't feel it, right? And then that happened, instantly became my favorite. So yes, it's a shame she's been very one-dimensional from that point on. And there's an ad, so I will pause, but that's what made me like her, essentially is what I'm saying. I'm gonna refill my glass of water though, because, well, my bottle, because it's empty and there's an ad playing. So I'll be back in like a couple of minutes so you guys don't miss anything. Hey. Hi everyone, I'm back. I just refilled my entire bottle of water and then realized it wasn't cold enough, so I chucked it in the fridge and now I just have a glass of like fridge cold water. Anyway. Yeah, you should apologize to Sally, because Sally's the reason that you guys didn't miss any discussion or gameplay, because Sally told me that the ads were running when I had no freaking idea. But essentially, I pretty much was, like, just to finish off what I was saying beforehand, it's that whole reveal about, like, Ida and Lise was the reason I started liking Lise, and that's why I really like her as a character now, because she has that depth and that complexity. So I feel like the reason she has been so one-dimensional throughout this expansion, as much as it sucks, is it's because she's focusing on what she can do now. Like, she's trying to build her own person. This is the first time being herself, right? And not trying to like pretend to be someone else. And so she's trying to do that by doing the thing that matters most to her as an individual, and that's freeing her hometown, her home city, her own country, whatever you want to call it, because they took Ida from her, right? So she's getting it back, and then once that's done, then she'll probably become her own character with all sorts of other stuff. But for now, like, I can understand that realistically that would be her focus, right? Which needs to cut down on stats. Yeah, it's so bad, and I feel bad as well as a streamer, because I have like two options, right? My options are, one, just have pre-roll ads for literally everyone coming into stream or every time they refresh the page, and that like kills discoverability. It's fine for people who are already in the stream and sit here in my stream for the whole thing, but like, so many people don't like joining a stream and having ads. So the other option is run fudging 3 minutes of ads every hour, and then no one gets pre-rolls. But then that sucks, because people who are here for the stream just get 3 minutes of ads. So I've just decided that I'm going to do the 3 minutes of ads option, because at least then I can actually get up and get a glass of water and a stretch and stuff. But Twitch is just so bad. And then let top creators share a portion of the revenue as an option. See, that would be kind of... I feel like it's a good idea on paper, but let's be honest here. Twitch needs the advertising more than they need the money from a little bit of revenue if they cut down on it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? Maybe not. But you're right. Like, there's just too many ads. I feel like she had a good development with post Heavensward, and at the moment they got to Stormblood, it became heavily one-dimensional. Well, yeah. I mean, as I said though, I feel like it makes sense, because realistically, it's the first time she's trying to do something as herself rather than Ida, and so she's trying to free her people, because that's what matters to her the most, and she's putting all her focus on that, right? So yes, it sucks, because for us players, that's all we see of her character, and it's the most one-dimensional thing ever. But like, realistically, if you were in her position, you would like so fixate on doing that right now, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just my analysis. Send me a video. Well, thank you, Harris. I'm not going to be able to watch that until like after stream though. Although I will have a look at what the video is. Once do something sucks it for 20 hours is pretty much why people didn't like Lace. What do you mean sucks at it for 20 hours though? Rasmus got a mouse could have put 9% of the profits and take care of half days of ads for the viewers or all. I do get what you mean. But also, good fudging luck getting anyone to give up 10% of their profit when they literally make a living from it. For the benefit of what? At Twitch? For the benefit of like fudging something backed by Amazon? Amazon can do it themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be their... I do get what you mean. Completely get what you mean. But it shouldn't be the responsibility of top streamers to make up for the shortcomings of the platform, right? No, I know she wants to do good for people. I don't know what you mean by the sucks at it for 20 hours thing. I don't think she's been sucking at it. I think she's been doing... She's been literally with us the whole way through. She's been assisting us for this whole expansion. If you're saying Lisa's sucked at it, you're saying we've all sucked at it. Like... It's a shame for Dollar got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself it's the first step. We're going to take it back, all of it. Give me the ring of heals. Give me that healy ring. There's still a chance some Imperials are holed up inside the Castell, and we need to search it from top to bottom. I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready as a chance to come face to face with soldiers. I have no idea what that means. I'm so sorry. Not a clue. Adam should put 9% of his profits into cleaning equipment. You know, saw how bad his house was? Okay. Maybe a controversial take. I don't think it should be controversial. But, I mean, hey, a lot of people like Asmongold, so whatever. I don't. I really don't like him. I know he's said some horrible things and continues to say some horrible things. But even before then, I never liked him. I've said it repeatedly. Good. Good. As long as it's clear. Having said that though, no matter how much I don't like him and really disagree with like everything, like almost everything he says, and how I just think he's a bad fudging role model for like future generations and all that sort of stuff, I still don't think it would be fair, morally, legally, whatever fudging metric you want to use, to take money from him just so that the rest of Twitch doesn't have like ads. Like, you know what I mean? Again, not an attack on the idea of like people giving up of like some of their profit from ads to make sure that there are less ads for their stream or whatever. Like, that's a great idea on paper, but it really just comes back to we shouldn't be the ones suffering to make up for the shortcomings of Twitch's platform, and forcing that on anyone is just not right. You know what I mean? That's just my position though. That's just my opinion, my take, my exactly. Also, Harris, as for repeatedly, this is only the second time I've said it. Let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, let's go kill some soldiers and stop them from doing a counterattack though. Also, I want to unlock this part in the map if I just do a little itty bitty climb. Oh, yes, I got it. Let's go. Northeast. Oh, that's probably still over here. The riding team is a slightly terrible issue with riding women in power. At this point, Lucia, second in command of Temple Knights of Ishgard, or Yugiri Hien's first lieutenant. The second, their mayor leader, center stage leaders, all personality and agency. You know, that's a fair point. It's complicated too, right? Because I'm just like thinking of other female characters in this game. And on the one hand, you're right, because it's the main characters that we see all the time, like Lise, like who you said, Yugiri, like Lucia, like the main focus characters are never like exactly as you said, right? And yeah, Minfilia by Alphino. It's very interesting because they're clearly not shy of putting women in positions of power. Like, you have fudging Carney Senna. You have fudging the leader of the Gridanians. You have the fudging the white mage like leader person. You have, as you said, Minfilia initially. They're not shy of doing it. But it's almost like they're trying, but they're just not getting it right. Or like maybe it's a bias thing as well. I mean, again, I haven't finished the entire story, but it's not from a lack of them trying. Lise has gotten the most screen time this expansion than like anything, right? Y'shtola as well is another one. We got Y'shtola. Like, she's a huge character. Yes, she's not like a leader, but they don't have to be leaders in a sense. However, you also raise a good point. Half the time I feel like they don't even have personality, or they don't have anything special going for them, or they're like it's this very strange position of they're trying more than so many other games, and because of that, I don't see the shortfalls that they're not actually reaching. Because you compare this game to every other game in the market, in the industry and whatever, and it beats out 99% of them just because it tries. Which makes it so terribly difficult to actually judge how well the writing is. Because comparison is not a good starting point. But what is writing and analyzing writing than an exercise in comparison anyway, right? It's all subjective. So, what do we do? Then again, having said that, I'm still on fudging Stormblood. There's a whole like 50 other expansions to go. I haven't done every quest. Like, I've been playing this game over the course of like 2.5 years and I've forgotten everything, so, you know. Last thing yeah, I read that. To explain the Sakura thing, people often hate Sakura the character. Who is Sakura? She's a ninja who, in the first series, pretty much never engages in battle and sits on sidelines, lets the boys and the team do all the fighting. Naruto, okay. Yeah, see, I never watched that. But, yeah, look, and that's exactly sort of the point I was getting at beforehand. Compared to, like, a lot of other media, Final Fantasy does women, like, fantastically. But again, it's not perfect. It's just our comparison points are abysmal. Because it's the only game that actually, like, it's like one of the few medias that's actually trying, right? I'm gonna end stream soon? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know when exactly. But soon for sure. I just realized. This guy over here is not in my party. I saw the orange name and I was like, Orange's friend, not party member. Oh, wait, what was the skill I needed? Assuage? Oh, a size, there it is. Oh, that's right, because it restores MP as well. Only by 5% though. One thing she was apology out with a full unique community was only done like once or twice and forgotten. Oh, love that. Okay, I just had a bunch of Discord messages from my friend group, so they're not ready quite yet, but I will be finishing up soon because they are getting there. Thin air for high cost. Thin air? Wait. Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, that's okay, without MP cost, which I guess is technically a method of MP generation because you're not spending MP and you're actually doing an attack instead. So technically, you are generating MP of the attack that you have casted by not casting. Yeah, you want to use it for high cost abilities. You're trying to work out what ability is actually a high cost one. I can raise. Cure 2. Medica. That's pretty much what you'd use it for, right? Raise Cure 2 and Medica. Oh, and fudging Cure 3 actually. But who uses Cure? Oh, actually Cure 3 would be a big one. Yeah. I didn't see Cure 3 sitting there on its 1,500. Even though it was very clearly, you know, right there. Blind prog on high-end trials because yeah. Well, that's exactly it, right? Like seeing that, I was like, perfect stack. Well, see, that's the thing. Like all party members nearby target, it's a huge amount of healing. Fudge, I need to be on top. It's like this is the reason why I like White Mage more than Scholar. And this is a recent development. Those of you who have been around a long while know that Scholar was I loved Scholar. I started, my first class in this game was Arcanist. Went straight to Summoner, fell in love with Scholar when I had it unlocked, and that was my thing, right? I'm just not a big shield healer, and when I don't know what combat mechanics and dungeons, and if I don't know the fights, Scholar is a lot less effective at being effective, right? It's not as great if you don't know what's coming. It's still really good. It still has good healing and shields. If you keep up shields, it's gonna be great regardless, right? But you don't have as much. The skill ceiling is really high, and you don't get as much out of it if you don't know a fight. White Mage, it's reactive. I like reactive healing. Reactive healing is always my favorite. I like pure healing, so you still need to know a fight to do well because you save your big cooldowns or your abilities for certain things, but because you could just heal through a lot more, it's easier, right? Scholar's better when you get cetaceans. Yeah, I know Scholar gets better, and like it's one of those things where like I can recognize they're both super viable, and Scholar's like a lot of fun. As I said, I've really enjoyed it, but I don't know the game, right? So I just find White Mage just to be easier to do. 5th row, 2nd button. Can you be more specific? I have 2, 3, 4, 5. A flatus rupture? Are you telling me about that is another thing to... That's good on stacks? 4th. Plenary Indulgence. Grants Confession. Her members on the Confession will receive additional healing. Ooh. Okay, that is big. You do this plus Cure 3. That's like a whole... That's a massive heal, right? Also, oh my god, what is this emote? It's a UF. I love that. Wait, that's a mount. That's a mount, not an emote. That's a mount. Good healers require knowledge. Like Black Mage. What? Wait, why is Black Mage coming into this? Lieutenant Oswald the Bridge. Si, senor. Even left a moment ago with the contingent of troops to occupy Valadina. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their walls. Positionals. Yeah. True. See, here's the difference with Black Mage, right? Yes, you need to know the fight so you can move as little as possible. Alternatively, move out of the fudging sigil for like just a second to get out of the AoE and then get back in. Like, just move, guys. Just move. Last time you did, I sighed. I'm so tempted to be like, what did you say? But also, if I sighed last time, I'm gonna sigh this time, so. Characters look smaller than Lala. Oh my god, no, that's not realistic. We can't have that. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. They cut Black Mage cast times in half. Well, that's exactly it. They've definitely made Black Mages easier to move. Having said that, though, and I come from World of Warcraft, where... Again, I don't know how difficult high-end content is with Final Fantasy, but I do know for most content, if you're not like high-end, like raiding, like doing the hardest of the hard, it's not as punishing, and people have been complaining about the difficulty of Final Fantasy, right? Which is valid, that's fair. And I'm not saying like anything about that, because that's something I don't have an opinion on, because I haven't got to that level of content yet, right? However, as someone who has come from doing heroic raids in World of Warcraft on occasion, I'm not like an expert at it, but I've done heroic raiding, and I was a DPS. And as I said, I used to play a Warlock. I was a hard caster. I'm now a Paladin, but I was a hard caster. And one of the first fudging things you learn when you do like that level of raiding difficulty in World of Warcraft is if you need to interrupt a spell and like be slightly inefficient because your cast time has been interrupted by you moving out of the way of an attack that is going to almost certainly kill you, then you move out of the way of the goddamn attack. God forbid the fight take an extra 3 seconds because you saved yourself rather than die and have the fight take an extra 2 minutes because you've missed out on a DPS dealer. You know what I mean? It's like, so when I've been playing Black Mage, and I've played a fair bit of Black Mage, and I quite like Black Mage. It reminds me of Warlock in a way. I'm not concerned by feeling like I can't ever move because I have to stay within my ley lines, otherwise I will lose efficiency. I just fudging move. Because it's better to be alive and still doing damage, even if it's inefficient, than be dead and dealing no damage. People were in uproar not because of difficulty, because it messed with the burst with it. Oh, no, okay, see, I do understand that Black Mages, every single, like, 10 levels, you're learning how to play Black Mage all over again. Every expansion, you learn how to play Black Mage over again. Every second patch, you're learning how to play Black Mage all over again. I completely relate with the Black Mage community just being like up in arms every single time a patch comes in because they have to relearn their entire goddamn rotation. And I get it. That sucks. That sucks. So yeah, that's my take. Level 60 is literally it. But do you know what I mean though, right? This shows more fun spec in the war within. So here's the thing. When I initially played Destro, I was a Destro Warlock, and when I was doing raiding with my guild, I was always like right near the fudging bottom of the DPS meters. I didn't care, and I wasn't like a really welcoming, like friendly guild that was like very casual. We were doing heroic raids, but we weren't like, oh, you need to up your damage because you suck or anything like that, right? We were very good, so it wasn't a problem, and we did like ahead of the curve on like a couple of occasions as well while I was raiding with them. So you know, it's not impossible. But what sucked is I felt like I wasn't doing a lot. The moment I swapped to, I tried out Demonology. Oh my god. I know Affliction was still the best I was playing during Shadowlands, if that gives you any idea of when I played. Shadowlands was my first World of Warcraft expansion. that's when I was doing all my raiding. I fell in love with World of Warcraft during Shadowlands. Take that as you will. I swapped to Demonology and it was like a world opened before me. I loved Destro, but throwing exploding fudging imps at enemies? No one told me that would be so fun. So yeah, Harris, thank you for being here. I appreciate you for hanging out. Go do whatever you are going to do for the rest of your day, night, evening, etc. But I never liked Affliction. And I don't know if you were here last time I streamed and I was talking about dots and very heavy dot-based classes. I don't like dealing damage via dots. They're my least favorite way to play, mostly because they're incredibly passive, and it's the reason why I didn't try Demonology for the longest time, is because I thought your minions were doing all the damage, and that's very passive. I don't like passive classes. So I tried Affliction, and I didn't like it because it's just dot management, and it's tedious. You're spending way too much time managing it's a burst class, not dot class. Okay, yes. But it relies more on dots because you have to like manage your dots, and then you get procs off of your dots when you cast certain abilities and stuff. And so yes, you're right. It is a burst class, not a dot class, but it leans more heavily into dots than what I like to play with, because I don't like managing dots at all. And it felt to me, at least when I first played it, when I was very new to World of Warcraft and during Shadowlands, it felt too dot heavy for my liking. And so I couldn't get into it. And I forgot completely where I was going. It was wild to me how the balancing of World of Warcraft can be all over the place sometimes. Like, they try to keep all classes like relatively even, but the disparity between the DPS of like the classes the lowest of the ladder and the classes in the highest of the ladder are mind-blowing to me. Especially because you have Destro Warlock, as I said, at the bottom of the fudging ladder for all of the DPS classes in WoW, and another Warlock class, Affliction, being one of the best classes in all of WoW at the time I was playing during Shadowlands. Two classes, the same class, two different subclasses on the opposite end of the spectrum. That's shocking to me, how it was doing that. Anyway, I didn't want to try Affliction, and it made me mad because I didn't like it, and it was still the best class. So everyone's like, "But you're a Warlock, why aren't you playing Affliction?" And I'm just like, I didn't like it. Anyway. This is brought up for a reason, and I forgot why. But anyway, there's a random story for no reason for you. Oh yeah, because you said Fudge Affliction. Yeah. That's right. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Aurelia. I have links banned by default. No, you're good. I don't have a problem with people sending links in chat. It's more that because I have it there for people who just like bots and stuff that come into stream, right? I do get to see it though. No, thank you, Ralia. I was gonna say I can still see the messages because they're deleted, but I can still click through them. Like I get the preview and stuff. So, Destro has had a huge buff since I played. Look at that! Third best spec? Oh no, Augmentation Evoker is rough though. That's rough. Retribution Paladin is so low? That makes me so sad. Ret Paladin is my main. Although, actually, having said that, these are pretty good balance, though. Like, this is much better balance than when I played Shadowlands. They're all pretty good. The ranges are respectable. You know what? That's okay. I think, given all the changes the WoW teams have done recently between the expansions, I think that's, like, a hell of a good accomplishment. I really need to get back into playing WoW. I have not played since War Within launched. I missed out on raiding basically throughout the entirety of Dragonflight just because I wasn't like keeping up to date. I did a couple of raids in Dragonflight, like the last 2 raids or something, like I caught up again. But I have not played since War Within, and I want to. I just have not made myself the time, so I should. I could probably play during the day, during the weekend sometimes, but I just have so many games I want to play. Oh well. I think the other like roadblock towards me like loading up WoW again is that I still have to freaking update all my plugins and add-ons every time. I love Mystic, I love how you've been sitting in there waving to me for the past 10 minutes because I do nothing but ramble. That is in fact smaller than a Lullatel. I love that mount though. I've seen that mount a couple of times. I fudging love it. You sent the damage balance for all jobs in FF14. Did I miss that? I missed that one, bro. I did not see that message at all. Unless it was also whispered, I literally just closed my whisper menu because I'm a horrible person. No. I mean, I do know though that the WoW jobs are more evenly balanced in general though, which I do love. Though I guess it's a lot easier to balance when each class in... So did I say WoW? In Final Fantasy. Each class in Final Fantasy only has one aspect to it. There's no specs, right? Which probably makes it so much easier because you're only balancing what? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. That's still 22 jobs. I think WoW only has... How many jobs does WoW have? I'm opening the page again. How many jobs does WoW have that they're trying to balance? That's 26 DPS specs. 26 DPS specs, and then you have all the healing and tank specs too, right? 14 split between selfish and team DPS. Yeah, they manage it a different way, which is why I think it works very well. Or at least, again, to my knowledge, because I'm still in fudging Stormblood and I'm not doing endgame content. Like, I'm still doing the story here. I don't feel like I have a leg in this race, but what I have seen has impressed me. The supposed generals men have had matters well in hand. The Vice Marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Having said that, though, they are clearly struggling to balance Black Mage. So, you know, maybe they're not doing all that great. Maybe, you know, maybe they could be ever so slightly better. I feel like that's the same as what I already, like, wear for my... Oh, no, it's not. It looks completely different. I take it back. I will be finishing off after this conversation, though, because I think my friends will be getting on soon, and I do want to be prepared and stuff to talk and play the game with them. So I'll finish this conversation, we'll find someone to raid, and then we'll call it a stream. Also, I love how Harris said that he was gonna... I just completely forgot this. Harris said they were gonna leave like ages ago. That's so funny to me. But then again, Harris does this all the time. Commander Camp Marshal Terrapin reports their sweep of the Castellum's interior has been complete. They're all gone and dead and stuff. But then, actually, having said that as well, they also have to balance PvP, which, to be fair, they've done a really good job of it because they've decided that they give PvP like jobs entirely different like sets of abilities, which means there are less abilities to manage because there are only like what 10 abilities or 5 abilities or something to manage in a PvP like job compared to like the 30 or 40 abilities each class gets normally. But because it's PvP, like I do like how they've done that different to WoW, because WoW has not yet recognized that all the PvE abilities can't just be easily translated into PvP abilities. Whereas Final Fantasy saw that right off the bat and they were like, you know what, we're not even going to use the PvE abilities. You get a new moveset. And I loved that. I really think that was a genius idea for them. So. Took a bird and fell off towards Peering Stones, the village of the M tribe where she was born. I doubt the Imperials who fled Villadina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see if people were safe. Though I pray you're right, 'twould be best if Minago were not alone should she encounter the enemy. All good at Peering Stones in the field, see if things are alright at yay. Are we actually finally going to cross the border? We're going to go across the other half of this fudging region. So I can finally pick up some god-dang aether currents. No. Greetings, Scion. Do you wish to pass? Cross the bridge. Cross the bridge. Cross the bridge. We have officially crossed the bridge, chat. We are here in the other side, the other end of the fringes. We have done the impossible. And now, next time we stream this game, we will be able to travel all over for the other freaking Aether Current shards. Anyway, I'm rambling, and I wish I could just like stand on top of other people's mounts sometimes. I think it'd be funny. Anyway though, this is where I am going to call it a stream. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by, for hanging out, for being here. I appreciate all of you. I know currently that I have quite a few people lurking. I appreciate you lurkers as well. Just everyone, just thank you. Just thank you. We're gonna go say who's live. I'm waiting for the freaking log out and exit the game in 20 freaking seconds. Tomorrow I'll be playing Claire Obscure because I freaking love the hell out of that game, and I feel like I do not play it enough. Twice a week is so little time to get things done in that game, but I love it. So we're gonna be playing that tomorrow. And then we'll be back for more Final Fantasy XIV on Friday. I don't know when we'll do Final Fantasy VII. I'm also trying to play Split Fiction with the Kai as well. So we've got a couple of games on the list that I want to play. So it really just depends when we get around to playing them and stuff. But for now, we're raiding Turbo because Turbo is still live playing Life is Strange Remastered. I thought she'd have been done hours ago, but apparently she's still here. So you guys are going to go say hi to Turbo. Because Turbo is a fantastic streamer friend of ours, and absolutely love hanging out with her, talking to her. Her streams are wonderful as well, so definitely go give her your love and support as she plays Life is Strange for the first time. It's a fantastic game, and I love it. And I'm surprised she's playing it for the first time now. But anyway, go say hi to her. I'll catch you all in our time zone probably tomorrow, if not another time. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, time zone, etc. And I'll catch you all later. So take care, have fun, goodbye, don't die, or I will cry, and we'll blame it all on Aurelia. You know, Aurelia, I'm sorry. If someone dies and I end up crying, it is going to be your fault. Congratulations, you have been picked out of the hat or something. Bye, everyone.